Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for some more seventh action as Team Great Britain is currently taking apart Japan at the moment. We will be having the Blitzboks taking on Ireland in their second encounter of the day after they beat Japan 48-0 in the first game, making it 19 games on the bounce. The Blitzboks have not lost. So it's a pretty impressive streak actually for the Blitzboks. And at the moment, they just look like a whole different side to the rest of the competition. And they'll be looking to try and sort of let on their marker even more up against Ireland in a couple of minutes' time. Kickoff should be in about, I'll shut after this game. So, yeah, I'll give about sort of 5 minutes, stuff like that. But, yeah, we haven't really done too much sevens coverage. So, hoping to try and sort of up that a little bit. We did a watch-along last week of the Cup final. We're going to be going live tonight as well for the Great Britain game. I think kickoff there is about 6:30 South Africa Standard Time. And then tomorrow we'll be covering the playoffs and stuff like that as we can as well. So, yeah, look, they don't have to be very long streams because, eventually we'd like to sort of start building a bit of a team presenter and we can kind of just go live for the entire sevens day. But it's difficult to try and work that all in around various people's work schedules and stuff like that. We had big plans for the Cape Town sevens, which unfortunately was obviously cancelled. So I couldn't manage to roll those out, but still plenty of stuff to work on with regards to that. But the last tournament of the year in Dubai with some fans, which is good to see. It's good to see. Very frustrating that the Cape Town Sevens was called off this year for the second year in a row. Yeah, I was supposed to go last year, I was supposed to go this year. Oh, hello, Japan should be in here. Oh, you've got to get... Yeah, there it is. Japan hitting back. But, I mean, in terms of size, which are just playing some unbelievable rugby, this Blitzboks side is something special. They really, really are. I know a lot of the teams are rebuilding, and there's no New Zealand there at the moment, but... goodness me, this Blitzboks side just looks so comfortable. Actually, what time does it start? So I think it's 13:02 is the official sort of start time. There's about 2 minutes left in this game, so not much longer. And then South African boys will be on. Tim the Bergs, how's Stephen? Hope your day is going well. Up to Blitzboks. Yeah, I'm currently actually working, so just a very quick stream now, and then we'll be on again later. So it's been a pretty long week so far. So hopefully, yeah, look, I'm keen to try and get through the rest of the day. Got a long weekend of work this weekend, and then on Monday I'm going to the Kruger Park for golf tour, which is going to be flipping cool. So, yeah, it's been a long week, it's been a long day, but it's all going to be worth it hopefully next week. Ken says, Steve, our team is a team playing so well. I mean, 18 games, 19 games now. This could be 20 games unbeaten if they were to win today. 21 if they go tonight. If they were to win the championship, well, this trophy, they would go 23 games unbeaten? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24 games unbeaten. And yet, just fun fact, this side was not nominated. Well, Neil Powell was not nominated for Coach of the Year, and this side was not nominated for Team of the Year. But hey, let's not get too bogged down about all that. Well, let's just try and focus on the rugby to come. 30 seconds left in this game. Currently, Team Great Britain 31-14 up against Japan. Although looking like they want to try and finish with the flow. Oh, the ball didn't quite go to hand. Ball for Japan. A very dominant performance this morning. 48-0 up against Japan from the Blitzboks. And a very interesting moment. We've actually got the clip on Forever Rugby of Sullivan Davis being held up. And it's the interpretation is you can't get held up in sevens unless you commit players to create a maul, basically. So it was quite interesting how the Blitzboks players just didn't commit players, and Sullivan Davis just had 4 just Japanese players on, and they still couldn't get the ball off him. Eventually, 2 of them decided to let him go. He got his knees to the ground, quickly recycled, and then JC Pretorius powered over. He's playing some pretty sensational rugby at the moment. But yeah, so Japan now, can they finish with a try? They've got the numbers that they want to run it. So in terms of some of the matches from the day, it started off with Australia beating Kenya 21-14. France beating Fiji this morning 22-17. Wasn't quite part of Fiji's plan. Spain going down to Argentina 21-14. USA beating Canada 38-14. Great Britain then beating Ireland 24-21. South Africa beating Japan 48-0. But the result of the day so far is Spain beating Fiji 33-19. Kind of just shows you that the Fiji squad is not quite the Fiji squad of old. Very much in a rebuilding phase. Oh, and Great Britain are away here. But that's why the Blitzboks need to capitalize. It's not our fault that we're not going through a rebuilding phase. Obviously, it would be nice to have New Zealand there and really be able to test the Blitzboks to their full ability. But at the moment, this Blitzboks side just looks like a class above the rest. Other results: Argentina beating France 21 points to 14. Australia beating Canada 24 points to 17. USA edging Kenya 24 points to 21. Great Britain quite comfortable up here against Japan. This was the last game before there'll be an hour break, and then the last session will kick off. So we go live again once again at about 6:25 tonight, and we'll go to South Africa versus the Great Britain Sevens. And then Kyle will be with you guys tonight for Sharks versus Bulls, and I'll be with you guys tomorrow as Delu. My boys are back tomorrow up against the Stormers down at the DHL Stadium. Couple of big names back in there. Marvin Orisal, Murat is the lock combination. Lance obviously starting. A very good Stormers side. But an incredible Shark side tonight. Harry Light says, Lekker Smekker, Henny Becker. Kevin, thanks for taking time for stream. You rock, Steve. Yeah, look, always. I wish I could do this full time. Maybe one day. But yeah, it's just been a long week, hasn't it? It's been a long year. Can't actually believe it's December. It's been one of those years, hasn't it? But anyway, I'm focusing on the positives. Golf tour next week, which is going to be a lot of fun. We're going to be filming the entire thing, and I think it's going to be a very, very entertaining video. So that'll be up on the Stevie P channel, hopefully in about January, because it's going to take a very long time to edit. If you want to have a good laugh, we've got a 14-goal thriller in our five-a-side football season, which that video should be up by tonight. And here we go. Blitzboks coming out there onto the field, taking on Ireland. Let's get this scoreboard all sorted. Fiji's falling off at Sabres, not going to lie. A couple of 3 Springboks back for Sharks tonight. Yeah, I mean, that side is really, really good, isn't it? Right, so who's starting over here? I'm seeing an Impy Fisser. Right, for Ireland's Jack Kelly, Andrew Smith, Zach Ward, Jordan Conroy, Ed Kelly, Mark Roach, and then Terry Kennedy, the captain, number 10. Jersey for the Blitzboks. Who have we got starting here? The referee today in the middle there is Jamie Rosier. He's 110th match on the series, heading from France. Salvin Davids. So it looks like Branko de Pree starting. And got captain Severo Zappi. All shakes on the left wing over here. Branko de Pree getting a rare start. Doesn't often start these days. Getting on a bit in years. And it also shows you the depth in South Africa. But let's make sure we don't miss kickoff stuff. Taylor Rich there. The Sharks are the best meters carry at the URC. Impressive stuff. Yeah, I think they're averaging 6.8 meters per carry. All right, there is the whistle. We are away. I actually need to sort this clock out because it needs to count down from 7. So we're actually going to do that. Right, and down. There we go. So, decent take from Kelly there from Ireland now. So, early chance to try and test the defense. They go inside ball. He's through. Tackle comes from Salvin Davis. Partial tackle comes from Salvin Davis. Ireland up to the halfway line. I'm sort of progressing up into the South Africa's hull. It's got straight to their hands there. So I lost a few meters. Sawyer's up here. I think it's Fisser over there. And conceding a penalty out of the Blitzboks, an early penalty. To the Bulls decide to have 5 outside backs to fly off scrum in their team today. It's a very strange team. It's an interesting backline. Not quite sure I like to see Creel at outside center. Why do we always do this? Why every single time a fullback is looking good, we then have to go throw them at outside center? Like can we not just have a fullback? Like, for flip's sakes. Penalty from the scrum there from Ireland quickly. And there is first time getting the ball, and they're away already. Inside ball to Zappi. There's a penalty taken very quickly there. Van Wyk now cleaning up. Going to Zane Davids. Pass there behind Branko de Pree. He's cleaning up here. JC Victorious getting his arms to the tackle. Just under a little bit of pressure there. I think we might actually see the penalty here. No, off feet is the call there. So time for us to actually just calm things down a little bit. Almost 3 minutes into the game, and that was our first touch of the ball. Looked pretty positive. And is that a yellow card there for Zach Ward? So we can actually put that up, I think. No, we can't. There we go, we can. Right, so yellow card to Ireland, so ready to time for the Blitzboks try and capitalize to go out to JC Pretorius. He's still going, JC Pretorius. He's got the pace. He's got the pace. Cuts his size, eventually brought down. This kid is playing some unbelievable rugby at the moment. Oh, the space out wide. Breaker to Prayer decides to go inside himself. Zane Davids there to try and clean up. So Zoppy fills in a scrum half. Trying to snipe. Gives it to Shilton van Wyk. Slightly short. And then it eventually gets the ball down. And the Blitzboks are on the board. Their ability to just switch on the attack is the speed at which they do it is really, really impressive. I mean, JC Pretorius is playing some special rugby at the moment. It's a fantastic break from me. You can see he doesn't quite have the pace. Steps inside of Kennedy, then he's eventually brought down. High tackle was from, I think it was Smith. And then Swears Uppy, drawing the man, giving it to Shilton van Wyk, who gets brought down as the composer just to sit up and just place the ball over nice and easily. It's 20 seconds left for the yellow card, so still a lot of time for South Africa to try and exploit that. Bit of a messy kickoff there from Ireland, but they do retain possession. Shift to the right-hand side there. So a tackle there from Wyk. Zane Davis is nice and quick there. Breaker to ooh. Well, the reason he was so quick to the tackles, he was offside, was Zane Davis. And now Ireland back to a full contingent. Hello, Denise. Hope you're well. Hope your day has been good. Hope your week's been good. Hope you're getting ready for Friday night. Right, so going to the touch here are Ireland, playing in white today, or in this match, because obviously we're going to have a bit of a kit clash. I really like the Sevens jersey. I think I need to get it, actually. Why is this subtle? And I haven't had a Sevens. I don't think I've ever actually owned a Sevens jersey. Could be time to get a first one. Clean eye win there for Ireland. Decided to cut back towards. Oh, my stream's gone. My stream's gone. Oi. Well, they were breaking down the right-hand side. My stream has just gone down. I mean, it's literally been working the entire morning. And now it goes down. I mean, for Pete's sake, people. Oh, dear. Come on. I mean, flipping in a Sevens game, by the time we get the streams up, the bloody game will be finished. Where are we? Oh, no, we're back. Ish. Well, we're back, and it's a penalty for the Blitzboks on the 10-meter line. Shilton van Wyk has taken it quickly. Inside to Davids, inside Jason Pretorius. Gets the way to Breaker to Prayer. Doesn't quite have the pace he had back in the day, but he's trying to measure them up. Goes on the inside. Breaker to Prayer, waiting for some help. Comes in the form of Fisser. Will swing it out all the way to Selvin Davids. Selvin Davids gives it out to Swears Wapi, and the captain. It's forward. Selvin Davids has passed the ball forward. That could be a pretty, you look. I mean, Selvin Davids is not going to want to watch that again. I mean, literally, it's a free run-in, and Selvin Davids has thrown it forward to Swears Wapi. All he has to do is put it to hand, and he throws it forward to Swears Wapi. It's really a big chance, kind of begging. Thankfully, I don't think it'll count too much. I don't think it's going to come back to bite us. But yeah, that's uncharacteristic of Selvin Davids, who is such a good player. Anyway, so the last 20 seconds of the game. In fact, we're pretty much almost down. It says about 16 seconds left on the clock. So it's probably the last play of the half. So South Africa just need to do well to just defend this, try and get to halftime at 7-0. Ireland have got the full length of the field to try and run, and the clock is down. Big tackle from Zane Davids. And Ireland have actually kicked it out. They said, we'll have enough. We'll get some oranges and we'll come back for the second half. Greg, it's been a while, but I'm back. Welcome back, Greg. Good to see you back in the chat. So halftime score there: South Africa 7. Why is it on 5? South Africa 7, Ireland 0. Not the cleanest half that the Blitzboks have ever had, must admit. Just really poor from Selvin Davids to have thrown that forward pass, because that would have been the easiest run in of the blooming tournament. But alas, chance went begging. Look, defensively it looked pretty sound. Make a couple of basic errors and need to get the ball on our hands a little bit more. But so far so good for the Blitzboks. 7-0 up. Try and run in an early try in the second half. Because they've got Ireland and they've got Great Britain. So quite a big test later tonight. Great Britain definitely the game of the day for us. Smashed Japan earlier. Need to try and get over Ireland and then just sort of finish it off with Great Britain tonight. And then tomorrow we move on to the playoffs. So we've got a quarterfinal, semi-final, final. And if we can try, if we win this tournament, this side is, that's first of all 2 tournaments, 2 wins, gets a nice lead. Obviously, Team Great Britain potentially go back to being England, Scotland, and Wales next year. New Zealand could be back in the fold next year. But in terms of points, to be able to get 2 wins out of 2 early on will put us in a very, very good space for the 7 series. And also, I suppose it's all about the World Cup next year, the Sevens World Cup in Cape Town at this stage. If it were to go ahead, we'll definitely make sure we can get down there for it. Neil Powell, that will be Neil Powell's last tournament with the side. What a team, what a career he's had as coach, is Neil Powell. He's complete. Look, they were good years ago, but he's just completely changed the side as to being constantly one of the top sides in the world. And the Sevens Academy is just producing talent off. It's like a production line. Every single week, every single month, we seem to have new players just stepping in, and they just seem to be getting better and better. Right, so 7 minutes to go. Ireland will be kicking off now, so South Africa will have an early opportunity. They can try and take this kick off clean, try and head back. Try and see if we've got any subs on. So far, Shilton and Vake's try the difference between the 2 sides. There goes the whistle. They go to the right-hand side, trying to find a bit of space there. It's very high. It's a good take from Breaker de Prairie. He's taken out in the air, but it is available for Selvin Davids. Goes to the right. Shilton van Wyk wants to try and decides to put it to the boot. So he's up. He's going to give this chase. Does he have the pace? It's going to be a tough chase. He's brought down. And it's the captain who's under a lot of pressure, but he's done very, very well. They know, in fact, a pulling on the ground for Swords Up is the call. It's done very, very well there. Had Terry Kennedy to be able to get. He had 2 Blitzboks players around him. He gets tackled and managed to just sort of delay it enough for some of his players to get back. And then the penalty came with Swords Up going off his feet, pretty much crawling around the breakdown. So it was the right option from Shilton van Wyk. There's a lot of pressure on them as well. Just couldn't quite sort of force a turnover or force a penalty. So Ireland have gone to the touchline. They kicked it towards the left. Looks like a substitution there for South Africa. Looks like Christy Grobelaar is on. Trying to see who he's on for. Oh, it's a knock on, and Zane Davids is onto it. Has he got the pace? Oh, he's just been brought down. Up to the 22 here, Selvin Davids. First touch the ball to Grobelaar. They've got men on wide. Shilton van Wyk trying to. Now inside for Sawyer Zwapi. He's lethal with that left wing. Now back on the inside. Working their way towards the right. Selvin Davids. Got Jason Pretorius. Anson Davies. Oh, he's straight through the middle with the Selvin Davids. Well, he's a made amends for that earlier mistake, and he's just glided through there easy as you like from Sullivan Davids. I mean, he had two players outside, didn't need them. And it all came from a pretty messy lineup there. It was a knock-on actually. The ball bounced and then was knocked down by Mark Roach. Quickly, they went to the left, quickly went back towards the right. Sullivan Davids had the gap, had the pace, strolled over, 2 tries. Renault Bulls just announced Kurt Small as co-cup. Yeah, I just saw that. They're talking about a small announcement, big impact. So, yeah, I'm interested to see what the Currie Cup's going to look like next season. Apparently, rumors of various sides coming down here. That's a big person to be able to bring back. Well, first of all, I think it was in Japan. Right, so 14-0. The Blitzboks leading Ireland so far. 4 minutes to go. Going quite deep with the kickoff, just shy of the 22. So Ireland way back in that 22. Needs something to happen. Dane Davids slips the tackle. Ball over the top. Dane Davids trying to make up some ground. Going on the left-hand side. So tackle by Kobalov, but under up to the 10-meter. Quick recycle, shifting the ball towards the right. They've got numbers. Blitzboks needs to shift. Kennedy's gotten away. He needs support. He goes on the inside. Blitzboks scrambling. They go all the way wide. There's space down the left. Kobalov, foot and touch. That's actually poor. It wasn't even... I mean, it was perfectly worked by until I think it's number 11. I think it's Cribben there who's just stepped out. Yeah, he's just stepped out. It's Aaron O'Sullivan. I mean, it was the perfect line. I think he didn't step out. It's try time, but I suppose it's the game of margins, isn't it? The game of margins. You can't afford to make mistakes like that. So it will be a Blitzboks line inside the 22. Right, spread out. Sullivan Davids going out to invade. So his Rugby was tackled quite quickly, managed to survive at a time. And it's a penalty to Ireland, actually. South Africa not being able to get that ball out fast enough. And Ireland are over. I think Ireland are over. They've gone over in the corner. I think it's Kennedy. Oh, Terry Kennedy. He's looked pretty good so far, and he's over in the corner. Slips the tackle of Sullivan Davids, and then Ronald Brown can't do anything. I mean, yeah, Sullivan Davids got to make that tackle. Ronald Brown's story is very sad. It is, but it is and it isn't. I mean, yeah, obviously it's horrible, but it's also, I mean, it's so cool and so inspiring that he managed to come through all of that and look at him now. So it is a sad story, but it's a happy ending. So I think it's just very inspirational and so cool to see him playing such good rugby at the moment. Pierce says, Young Duplessis is a very strong man for playing after that tragedy. Yeah, I just couldn't even begin to imagine what him and the family are going through. So, strength to them. But I think sometimes also it's nice to try and sort of, you've got to try and get back to your day-to-day thing, I think, as much as you can. Because if you're staying at home and you're just, thinking about it all the time, sometimes it's nice to have that distraction. But yeah, it's massive. Horrible scenes there. Penalty for South Africa after the kickoff. 5 points to 14. 1.5 minutes left to play. So scrum time here for the Blitzboks. Ronald Brown goes to Sullivan Davids. Sullivan Davids has stepped inside. Now he's stepped outside. He's stuck in 2 players. Up to the 22 of the Blitzboks. Coming back inside. Jason Pretorius is there. Running the hands. And Fisser is over. That'll be it. That'll be the game. So nicely worked there from the Blitzboks. I mean, Sullivan Davids, inside, outside, catch me if you can, all the way up to 22. They run their hands quickly. Impy Fisser just glides through a gap. It's just so easy for these guys when they play like this. Well, they're having a look at something. Not quite sure what. Right, so Ronald Brown with the conversion to come. 19 points to 5. If he lost this, will be 21 points to 5 with 50 seconds left to play. So, I mean, the game's pretty much dead and buried, isn't it? Blitzboks looking good to go through. One more game of the day. Yep, straight over the middle there. No issues from that. So 21 points to 5 with 20 seconds left to play. I mean, the commentator's having a massive bitch session about the fact that the referee's gotten all these calls wrong and that he's been a big factor. But, Chief, have you not watched? I mean, talking about a couple of calls in the breakdown. I mean, we scored 3 tries to 1. I don't think the referee's been a major factor here. I mean, you can try and say he has, but I really don't think it's been that big of a factor. Come on. Right, so South Africa have won this game. It will be an island scrum, but the hooter has gone, so the Blitzboks cannot win this. So the Blitzboks carry on. That's 20 games in a row unbeaten for the Blitzboks. One more game to go today. We'll be live for that about 6:30 today, playing against Team Great Britain. And just after that, we'll go straight into the Bulls versus the Sharks clash, which Kyle will be taking you through. And then I'll be with you guys back tomorrow for some sevens, as well as Lions versus the Stormers. Ireland going off to the right. Going towards the left. They've got numbers here. Actually, if they want to use them. And Ronald Brown has missed the tackle. Kobalar's made it in the inside there. Sullivan, it's a very good tackle on Fisser. Took the ball and all. Fielding off the side. Can try just short. And an over. Eric's an over. You can just see that's just tired defending. He's looked good since coming on at Aaron O'Sullivan, and he gets a try for his awards, and it's tired defending. It's tired defending. Ronald Brown misses the tackle, creates a couple of numbers issues. He's just got to make that tackle there, does Ronald Brown. Because that then sucks in Kovalar, which then means that O'Sullivan's unmarked. Player comes across, makes a good tackle. Steps inside. Eventually brought down by Fisser once again. Then the peeled off from the ruck, almost comes through, and Impy Fisser, as he's getting out, just can't get there to take out O'Sullivan. But the damage was done for the Blitzboks. It's an important try in the context of Ireland's tournament, but for the Blitzboks, it's 2 wins from 2. It's a very nice conversion attempt. Final score in Dubai, 21 points to 12. The Blitzboks go 2 from 2. One more game this week. Today in the late session, they'll be live at 6:30, so we'll see you guys a bit later. Yeah, a bit of a short stream. Just a young half an hour there to go through this game. Thank you very much for joining me. We'll see you guys later for some more sevens as well as URC action tonight. And then we'll be back tomorrow for some more sevens and URC action. Smash like on the way out if you haven't already. Please do subscribe to the channel. And we'll see you guys a bit later.